Hi, this is Aron and Linda with Traveling Flamingo, and today we've got a few cruise news stories we're going to tell you about. We're going to tell you about a bunch of really cool new cruise ships that are coming in 2021. Hopefully we'll be able to get on cruise ships by then. And we're also going to tell you what Canada's doing in Alaska and the East Coast. All of that coming right up.
It's an exciting time to look for the positive while we continue to hear of cancellations. Today we are going to look at 20 new cruise ships that will be debuting in 2021. You may have heard of some of these as they are delayed from 2020 or haven't had a chance to sail with passengers yet.
Atlas Ocean Voyages will be launching their World Navigator on July 17th. This is a 196 guest polar class ship. This ship has just under 100 suites with views of the ocean, and most have balconies.
Aurora Expeditions has an inaugural sailing of the Sylvia Earle Expedition ship, which is set for November 2021. This ship has a unique X-bow design, which is more environmentally friendly and cutting down on fuel consumption.
One that we're particularly excited for and hoping to travel on this year is the Carnival Mardi Gras. This is a 5,300 passenger ship with a roller coaster and over 20 dining restaurants. Please do check out our dining review and our top 10 features video if you want to learn more about this ship. I'm really looking forward to the roller coaster. I think that's going to be awesome.
Yeah, me too. And we're watching to see what will happen with the Celebrity Cruises' new ship, the Celebrity Apex. One of the unique features of this ship is the Magic Carpet Lounge. You can enjoy a drink while it's riding up and down the side of the ship. I wouldn't recommend this though if you're scared of heights. I don't know.
Costa Cruises is actually planning on launching 2 new ships this year in the Mediterranean. They will have the Costa Firenze. I'm sure we're pronouncing that wrong, so we'll hear about it in the comments, which is a massive ship for 5,200 passengers. We'll have to wait until December for their second ship, the Costa Toscana, which will be in Brazil.
Crystal Cruises is hoping to debut the Crystal Endeavour this summer. It's a luxury ship with 2 helicopters and a 7-passenger submarine. So I think that would be quite the different experience to get to explore.
That's definitely a way to do it. If you're a fan of Holland America, you'll want to check out their cruise ship, the Rotterdam 8. This ship can have 2,500 passengers and is their newest flagship ship.
This cruise line sounds pretty cool to me. The Lindblad Expedition. Lindblad Expedition of National Geographic is launching 2 new intimate cruise ships this year, which can accommodate just less than 150 passengers. And the new ships are called the National Geographic Endurance and the National Geographic Resolution. This cruise line looks so cool. It gets you really close and intimate to the areas that you're exploring. If you've ever tried this cruise line before, let us know. They do have some other ships, and we're just really interested to know what that experience is like.
MSC will also have a new ship this year called the MSC Seashore. This ship is the largest ratio of outdoor space to guests of any in their fleet. Right now it's scheduled to be in the Mediterranean for the summer, the Bahamas, and the Caribbean starting in November. So that'll be nice.
We have really enjoyed our trips with Princess Cruises in the past, and we're looking forward to their new Medallion class vessel, the Enchanted Princess. It's going to feature the keyless stateroom entry, cruise beverage delivery, and more.
Regent 7 Seas Cruise Lines has their new 750 guest ship called the 7 Seas Splendor. That ship is supposed to be all about luxury with over 500 chandeliers and 46,000 square feet of Italian marble. It's a lot of marble.
A new luxury cruise line is the Ritz Carlton Yacht Collection. Each yacht will have 149 suites with its own private terrace. I'm interested to see how they do. It's a really hard time to enter the cruising market, so we'll have to keep our eye on them.
Back on the larger side of things, Royal Caribbean has the 4,200 passenger Odyssey of the Sea. The ship will have all of the toys and entertainment, including virtual reality games, bumper cars, and laser tag, and everything you'd expect.
And we're going to have to wait until December for Seabourn's new luxury expedition ship, the Seabourn Venture. This ship can accommodate 264 guests and also has 2 custom submarines and complimentary double kayaks, mountain bikes, and e-bikes. And we do love kayaking whenever we can. We did have an experience in Alaska in a double kayak. Aron is rather tall, and they made you wear these huge bellies. Poor Aron was stuffed in there pretty tight, but we just love being right on the water to explore wherever we are.
And it's got 2 submarines, but not the helicopters. I mean,
yeah, right.
Silver Seas is a lot happening this year. They plan to debut 2 luxury ships, the Silver Moon and its sister ship, the Silver Dawn, as well as an expedition ship, the Silver Origin. So lots of ships from them.
Viking will also be welcoming the Viking Venus, which is a 930 passenger ship with an infinity pool and a spa where there is a snow grotto. I know that Aron will be all about trying that. I think I'll stay in the hot tub.
We had looked long and hard we had thought about taking a Virgin cruise last year, and they were still waiting for their inaugural voyage. Both the Scarlet Lady and the Valiant Lady are hoping to debut this year. It's a very modern cruise line with no buffet, main dining room, or formal dress code. It'll be a very different experience for sure, and it's something that we thought could be interesting.
Yeah, they do have a lot of dining options, but I think, even for more modern sailing, I would say like NCL, where you don't have, it's sort of the freestyle dining, there is no main dining room. So, yeah. And I feel like when we're looking at it, it's a lot about the food. So yeah, I'm very interested to see how that does.
So on to a little bit of bad news. Canada has extended our cruise ban for 2021. We had a cruise ban in place. They're extending it. This is especially important for anyone who's planning to do an Alaska or East Coast trip. Any cruise ship that's sailing from the US needs to hit Canada before it can go to like Alaska or some of its other ports. So you need to enter Canada, and it needs Canada to dock at one of these international ports. That's usually okay for the Caribbean because there's lots of international ports, so you don't have to go to Canada, obviously. However, on an Alaskan cruise, that means that you need to dock in Canada before continuing, and if Canada prevents you, well, you can't really do the Alaskan cruise, unfortunately. There are a few unique ships like the All-American Pride, the Pride of America, which does island hopping around the Hawaiian Islands, but this is a uniquely American registered ship, and NCL could move that ship to do the Alaska sailings if they wanted to, and you could sail from the US and skip Canada. So there are some options. We'll see if anybody does that. Currently, we have extended our cruise ship ban until February 2022, so it's quite long. That said, there is no ban for ships that ferry 100 or fewer guests. This ban will only apply to ships taking on 100 or more guests. Our Minister of Transport did leave the door open to rescinding the ban, saying if the pandemic situation sufficiently improves, the ministry could rescind the order earlier than February 2022. Let's hope they do. Unfortunately, this is going to impact Alaska tourism, which is still dealing with 2020, and of course, a significant source of revenue for most of these cruise lines. Also, we don't yet know any information about what they're going to be doing about cruise credits, as this will likely go beyond the expiration date for those who had cruises booked for 2020.
I think the hard thing is the Alaska cruising season, unlike the Caribbean, it's not all year long. It really is sort of spring, summer, fall, and depending how much of the spring and the fall. So, by saying this now and going till 2022, you are getting rid of the 2021 season. But I think that maybe they're thinking before, you have a lot of people travel there to work. You have a lot of students who go and work up in Alaska. So by canceling it now, you don't have them going there. Mm-hmm. And if they say, well, we can rescind it. Well, if you don't rescind it until August or, September, are you really going to be able to get employees? I don't know.
Yeah, it's going to be difficult because there's also the East Coast too. It's not quite as popular obviously as Alaska, but there are also the East Coast ones that do like Montreal and St. John's and that sort of area, and they go between the US and Canada. They come from New York and Boston and stuff, so it's going to be hard. There's going to be a lot of people in this industry who are, I guess, going to be looking for other things to do for that time, unfortunately. And then you've got all the local people who sell crafts and so forth, very much like you do in the Caribbean, who also won't be getting that revenue.
And I think it's an interesting idea. Like they spoke about this last year as well. Companies that are American based, or the cruise ship is based out of the US, like the NCL one you'd mentioned. But to keep all the Alaska, everything open for one cruise ship, I don't even know if that's, is it better to have one cruise ship coming every week or than none at all? I don't know.
Yeah, it's going to be interesting to see what they do with this ban. I'm a little surprised that we decided to do it for so long. But at the rate the COVID stuff's rolling out in Canada, at least, I think they said at the current rate, it'll take 10 years to inoculate 70% of the population. So if we could speed that up, Trudeau.
It's really tough, and you mentioned it, for areas and locals who depend on the tourism for income.
Yeah.
And last year was already a write-off. To know ahead that you're looking at this year being a write-off, what are people's options? I don't know. It's really unfortunate, and hopefully we can get this under control faster, that there can be a season. Especially
for people who truly love to do that, right? Like, it's unfortunate when the thing you really love to do, or the career that you're trying to build, you're not able to, right? So
yeah,
hard.
And I think you also, looking at this, additionally, the cruise credits people had were for 1 year. We're starting to, they're going to have to extend those. How far, I don't know, or what that's going to look like. And same with what's going to happen with the airplane credits.
Yeah, yes, Air Canada, we're looking at you.
Yeah, so I think there's still a lot happening. We're definitely not out of it yet. But, I think that there was maybe a bit of hope in that sort of...
And I think one of the things we're trying to bring is more of that positive, which is there's a bunch of cool cruise ships that are coming out, and hopefully we'll be able to be on them very soon.
Yeah, and definitely if you are not already a subscriber, make sure you do hit that subscribe button, because we are going to be having a closer look at a lot of these cruise ships. So if you're interested in knowing more, we will bring that to you.
So that's everything we've got today for you. We really do hope that you have travel coming up and you're able to take it. We wish you happy travels.